crime is, and this year livestock thefts in particular are on the rise. Now rustling is a major problem, particularly for sheep farmers, and with large numbers of lambs stolen and entering the food chain illegally, one former police detective has been working hard to find a technological solution. John Minary, you are an expert in all things forensics and crime prevention, but what made you decide to go into this line of work?
Good morning, Ralph. Well, as you say, I've been a senior police detective in West Yorkshire Police, investigating serious and organised criminality. And originally I looked at heritage crime and metal theft. And following a rise in sheep rustling in North Yorkshire Police actually asked me if I could do something to help them reduce the numbers of sheep theft. So we put our mind to it, and we've invented a system which actually works against sheep theft.
Brilliant. So you've got two bits of tech that you're going to talk us through today. What do you want to start with? Should we start with the paint there?
Well, we'll start with this paint, and farmers do mark the sheep anyway, using a similar paint to this.
Yeah, so I've seen the sheep with a blue marking on, but this is totally different, isn't it? Why is that?
It's totally different because there's unique microdots in here which carry a code that's individual to each farm. And now we can provide the irrefutable evidence of ownership of the sheep even after ear tags have been cut out. And this is a step change.
Okay, so to me that still looks like blue paint, but if we have a look at this slide here, this is what it would look like under a microscope. And there's quite a bit of information there, John. Talk me through the sort of things that you would get from this paint here.
Well, the microdots, as I say, is a unique code to each individual farmer. And because we can store that on a database, and if sheep do get stolen, then we can broadcast around auction marts and abattoirs and actually get one step ahead of the criminal and flag up to these other stakeholders the fact that these sheep are actually stolen.
That's really important.
And that creates a massive deterrent against theft in the first place.
That's right. And there's some brutal ways that the thieves would normally undetect a sheep, if you like. They would cut out various things from the ears even.
The first thing that will go is the electronic ear tag will be cut out, and the whole history of that animal, including its drugs history, is lost. Right. And that meat is ending up in the human food chain, which is a very serious
Don't want
issue.
that. So this is a really, really good way of doing that. There's another bit of tech we want to talk through here with this that sort of looks like a baton, a wand there. What would you use that for?
Well, this is a tag reader, and we've put a microchip into the fleece as well.
Now, it's a tiny little thing. I certainly can't see it with my eyes, but go ahead.
And we can simply read the code
now,
on
if you
the
just hold that
microchip.
nice and still, John, hold it up there to that camera. There we go. We can see some information on there. Now, what's the relevance of what you've just got there from that literally 2 seconds swiping across there?
We can electronically detect stolen sheep as they go into auction marts and abattoirs now. And this provides a real ready means, if you like, of detecting which animals are stolen. So through our database, if a farmer reports that 30, 40 sheep is being stolen, we can flag that up electronically to all the auction marts and abattoirs in an area and actually get one step ahead of the criminals. And that again creates a massive deterrent against stealing the animals in the first place.
Now you want to stress that this is a huge business and it can absolutely destroy livelihoods. This is serious.
It's a pernicious crime. It wipes out profit margins, it wipes out livelihoods, and importantly, this meat is ending up in the human food chain, so it actually impacts on us all.
Yeah, so working together, some really, really great deterrents. John, thank you very much for joining us. Absolutely fascinating stuff.
Next, police in London need your help as they investigate a string of sexual assaults.